Hello, this is James Smith at GannAnalysis.net. Today we're looking at Berkshire Hathaway, the A shares. I have these these arrows pointing down. Why do I do that? Well, let me show you why. If we start with a trend line from this low connecting to this low and this one, you have a nice, as long as you stay above it, you're probably still in an uptrend. But let's do something else. Let's go one step further. What if we take this line and move it over and connect it to this high? Then you have a nice upward channel, which we're approaching that now. It suggests that you probably are going to have a hard time going above that channel. It's going to be strong resistance. It's not impossible, but it's going to be difficult. And what happens if you have a 180-month cycle from the December 2007 high to the December 2022 high? 180 months is 15 years. It's a very big cycle for Gann. 90, 180, 360, these are all big cycles. So you pay attention to them on a daily basis. 180 trading days is important, but on a weekly, it's more important. On a monthly, it's hugely important. So if you're rallying into this cycle, the risk is that that is some sort of top, especially given that you have resistance from the channel line at the pretty much the same area. So time and price, the cycle gives you resistance in time. The channel line gives you a resistance in price. We're always looking for time and price to come together on Gann. But it doesn't really stop there. If you want, you can do something else. You can take, let's take this recent high and create a Gann retracement. Gann believed that you can divide any swing into 8 equal segments. So if you count down from high, 1, 2, 3, that would be the 3/8 retracement at 487,622. So we're getting close to that now, which is about the same area as the channel line. So that suggests that we might be ready to form a top. And of course, again, the 180-month cycle, time and price, we have that set up. It looks pretty good. So we also have 156 months from the low of March 2009 to the high of March 2022. This stock responds to it responds to March for some reason. You get lows and highs. We could go back through the database. You can check it and see that March is often highs and lows for Berkshire Hathaway. So this may be a secular top. 13-year cycle, low to high, 156 months. And then you've got a lower high, and if you can't get above this area here, then chances are this 180-month cycle is calling a lower high, just below the 3/8 retracement that I just showed you. So that's kind of interesting. What else can we show you? Again, there's that cycle, low to high. And this dotted line just shows you connecting high to high. And 15 years or 180 months high to high. And one other thing we might mention, rat poison squared. Warren likes to describe crypto as rat poison squared, and maybe deservedly so. I mean, crypto's done poorly of late. Been a lot of scandals regarding crypto, and it's been under pressure. But my view is that crypto is probably getting closer to a low, whereas this is a stock that has outperformed. It's had a parabolic move up into a 156-month cycle, and it's just now forming a lower high into a 180-month cycle, and just below a 3/8 retracement of swing, as well as this channel line resistance. So it's not to say it can't go higher, but it is warning you that it might be forming a lower high. It might have only a dollar or two left to this rally. We're at 480,339. Could it go to test this line at around 488? Yeah, that's possible. It could go a little bit higher, but the risk is that it fails up here and it turns down. The risk is that this high from December, which was, let's see if we can put that on there, 483,393. The risk is that was the high, the lower high, if you will, setting up a waterfall decline. And if it takes out this support here, yeah, you're going to go way down here. So, if this is in Elliott wave fashion, A, B, C corrective mode, then you've probably got a lot more downside. So at the very least, you could go down here somewhere, 300,000, maybe even lower. I do have a lot more work on BRK. If this is a stock that interests you, go to the website and register, and then let me know if you're interested in BRK. Send me an email to jamessmith@gannanalysis.net, and I'll send you a complete report on this stock. It's just one of many stocks that we cover. In this one, I like to call it rat poison squared, because from a Gann perspective, timing is important, right? Uncle Warren likes to tell you, don't try to time the market. But I'm telling you, this cycle is hugely important, 15-year cycle. It suggests a lower high. It suggests you're going down here somewhere. And you probably are better off holding off buying it at this point. If you're one of those buy and hold types, and you think you're going to, sit there and own this forever, here's something else to worry about. Apple is having a good day today. It's moving up, but it has been under pressure for quite a while. And I have a report on Apple warning that it could go down a lot more. The reason this applies to Berkshire is because this fund has 42%, as of December, 42% was invested in one stock, and that would be Apple. Even if you consider Apple to be a wonderful company, and Apple stock is moving higher today, it's probably a little bit imprudent to have 42% of your portfolio in one stock. If that stock starts to plunge, it would explain why Berkshire is going to plunge. So that's just something to keep in mind for those of you who own Berkshire, or if you own, for that matter, if you own Apple. There are two stocks that are at risk. They're tied to each other like Siamese twins. If Apple plunges, Berkshire is going to plunge. As long as they have, Berkshire has 42% of its fund invested in Apple, yeah, you got some downside risk. And, the point is, I don't care if Apple is moving up today. I care about the long-term view, and it's not looking good for Apple or for Berkshire.